What if I told you a man in a bunny costume once stood under a bridge in Virginia, holding a bloody axe? Sounds ridiculous, doesn't it? Like some twisted urban legend. The kind teenagers dare each other to chase on Halloween night. But the terrifying part is, it wasn't just a story. It started with a real man, a real weapon, and over the years, the line between truth and nightmare blurred. They call him the Bunny Man, and if you ever find yourself near the bridge in Clifton, Virginia after midnight, you may not leave the same. The story begins in 1904 with a tragedy. The town of Clifton had just closed down its nearby asylum for the criminally insane. The patients, many of them violent and unstable, were to be transferred to a new facility. But during the transport, the bus crashed in the woods. Most of the inmates were recovered quickly, except one. His name was Douglas Grifton, a man committed for murdering his entire family on Easter Sunday. According to guards, he had an obsession with rabbits. He raised them in his cell, fed them, skinned them, wore their fur like a mask. After the crash, locals reported seeing skinned rabbits hanging from trees, their bodies gutted with surgical precision. Then, they found the first human victim. A man hanging from the Fairfax Station Bridge, his body mutilated. A note pinned to his chest. "You'll never find me." Signed, the Bunny Man. Over the decades, sightings continued. A man in a filthy white rabbit costume seen near the bridge, sometimes wielding an axe, other times a hatchet. Teenagers who went looking for him reported hearing strange noises, scratching, laughter, or a soft humming like a lullaby. One boy claimed he saw the Bunny Man crouched beneath the bridge, chewing something that wasn't food. But the legend didn't stop at whispers. In 1970, two separate incidents made the news. In the first, a couple parked near the bridge had their car window shattered by a man in a white bunny suit. He screamed at them, "You're on private property," before throwing a hatchet through the window. A few weeks later, a construction worker reported seeing the same figure watching him from the woods, silently gripping an axe before disappearing into the trees. Police searched. No one was ever found. But strange things kept happening. People who ventured under the bridge at night spoke of losing time, of hearing distant screams, of seeing claw marks on nearby trees, claw marks shaped like rabbit paws, only larger. And those brave enough to stay until midnight on Halloween reported something far worse. They say just as the clock strikes 12, the air goes cold, the trees fall silent, and from the tunnel of the bridge, a figure steps out. 7 feet tall, rabbit ears drooping, face smeared with old blood, eyes gleaming behind the mask. He doesn't run. He doesn't speak. He watches, and if you move, he follows. To this day, the Bunny Man Bridge, officially the Colchester Overpass, is avoided by locals after dark. Authorities have posted signs, warned against trespassing, but the legend only grows stronger with time. Maybe it started as a warning, a ghost story to keep kids from wandering too far. But what if it's more than that? What if something escaped those woods in 1904 and never truly left? So the next time you find yourself driving through Fairfax County, and your GPS tells you to take a shortcut down a lonely road, and you see a narrow bridge up ahead, cloaked in shadow, with the trees closing in like claws, don't stop. Don't turn off your headlights. And for the love of God, don't get out of the car, because he's still there, waiting, listening, and sharpening his axe.